What's up, Potters? Welcome to Pot of the Dead, the podcast where we talk about Call of Duty Zombies. And on this week's episode, we're here to talk about the new Call of Duty.
Jesse, why is the podcast so fucking late? What's wrong with you?
I have mental illness. So do you.
No, I don't. I'm perfectly mentally sound, Jesse. You're the one with problems. You're the druggy piece of shit kid. I'll fucking kill you, Jesse.
Call of Duty Vanguard.
Oh, we're fucking up the light a lot. It's like bumping around.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
All right, you know what? Fuck it. Intro's been long. Let's just jump straight into Vanguard because that's obviously the main thing.
That's what we're here for.
Zombies podcast.
We've got
new zombies game.
We've got. There's no weekly zombies update because it's just Vanguard. There's no custom map because we forgot to do it. Vanguard.
It was an intentional decision so that we could cover Vanguard zombies in more detail. It was an intentional decision, guys. Alright, so
Vanguard.
Jack, what do you think about Call of Duty Vanguard?
So we've talked about this obviously because we played it on release day, but unfortunately we're recording this on Tuesday because we're stupid. However, Vanguard, as we've talked about, is a fine, like the what they've released right now is the worst released zombies content ever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even care if you're including World at War in just Knocked. Knocked as a map is better than Darenfang.
I think I would probably agree with that.
Because there's just, like, and a lot of people, right? So I do stupid things and go onto Twitter and then click on zombies and scroll, which is not the move. But I do it.
Seems like a poor idea.
But also, there's a noise in the background. We're sorry, that's the washing machine. Our bad. Mostly my bad, but our bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
nobody's listened this far anyway.
That's true.
This is too far for the average listener.
We're at 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so
I stand by what I said.
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, nuts. You're talking about Knocked being better than this.
Okay.
Like base Knocked.
So base Knocked is better. Oh no. So I scroll through Twitter and people are like, "Oh my God, Treyarch, why is your game so bad?" I will not throw shade at the best Call of Duty producer.
Yeah, this is not Treyarch's fault.
This is not their fault because they had no time.
This is absolutely Activision's fault because I guarantee you what happened, which is what we've been saying this whole time, is Activision was like, "Hey, Cold War Zombies is doing really good. We've got a lot of players for zombies. There's a lot of people enjoying this. Let's put it in Vanguard." That seems like the move. That's big. That's easy money plays right there from Activision's perspective. Because they're like, "Hey, this is doing really good. Shake up to the formula. Really helping things out. Let's keep that success going."
And I will say, as much as I hate it, it worked. That's why I bought the game. Now, in fairness, I have kept playing the game because I really enjoy the multiplayer. I think it's really good.
I do not. That if we run out of stuff to talk about with zombies, we can talk about like multiplayer for a bit.
Sure.
Multiplayer is not very good in my opinion.
But we're not talking about it right now.
Cringe.
But so like they had zombies there, it got me to buy it, which I'm annoyed about, but it's true.
That is, I mean, yeah. To be fair, it was mostly just because we do the podcast.
Well, that's for you. I was gonna buy it regardless.
I wasn't. If we were not recording this podcast, I would not have bought the game.
Yeah.
Like it not worth it to me.
Yeah, I am more willing to throw money into hype.
Yeah.
Because I knew Fish was gonna get it. I had assumed Oliver would probably get it.
Yeah.
And because of that, I was like, it's gonna be hype if I get it, and we'll be able to play it.
It'll be worth it once the Warzone integration happens.
Once the Warzone integration happens, and then once they give more to zombies, because zombies right now, they're very good concepts. The core mechanics are good, but there's like you play for no joke 20 minutes, and you have all of the content.
Pretty much, yeah. It's because in Vanguard Zombies, It's like kind of an Outbreak-esque style gameplay, but
without the benefit of Outbreak.
it does. Yeah, it's a lot of like. It's Outbreak in that it's objective-based zombies, and that's how you progress the rounds. But it also kind of loses out on the open world aspect.
Yes, Outbreak I think is a good game mode because it's open world.
Yeah,
you can spend as much
yeah.
time as you want doing anything. When it's so limited on Daron Fong.
Yeah, Outbreak has a lot going for it, at least. It's not my cup of tea personally, but if you're feeling it, then it kind of hits, because you can go into Outbreak, and it's like, hey, you've got just zombies around, you've got these whole big open spaces, you can drive vehicles around, you can loot stuff, you can go and do like side objectives, you can kill Ordas and shit, you can go fishing. That's pretty sick. You've never been able to do that in zombies before.
That's true. This is true.
So you've got all that going for you, and then you look at Daron Fong, and you go into it, and it's like, hey, here's your objective.
And here's the cat.
Yeah,
Jambo appearance.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I also have just now realized that we didn't address the fact that things look a little different.
Oh yeah. We're over here now. This is not
over here does nothing for the people watching.
I mean, so we've got a this is the way this is right now is not permanent. We don't know. We don't really have a whole lot of really like set in stone plans. But oh shit! Hold up. Talk.
Yeah, what's up?
Just talk.
I am.
Stall.
Okay, so Jack is fucking with his microphone. Yeah, so basically the plan that we have here. Oh yeah, he's grabbing the thing. Okay, so at some point we are gonna get shelving behind here or something. We're gonna get like something set up so we can get some of the props, like.
What's up, motherfuckers? We got a wave gun.
Our new wave guns.
We got zap guns. It's making a noise, but we got zap guns and shit.
Yeah, it's, you know what? We should keep rolling even with the background noise. We got zap guns. They're really fucking sick.
They're cool as fuck. We bought them on Etsy. Hopefully I'll remember to put the link in the description this time to the guy. We also bought the summoning keys from the same guy. And then for the next episode we should have a Mark II.
Here's to hoping.
Here's to hoping. We should have a Mark II and hopefully ways to set it up. However, we have no idea. Yeah.
I just realized that whole time, Jack, you were talking with your microphone just sitting on the couch.
I spoke loudly. They should be able to hear it.
Hopefully. Alright, so yeah, that's all that we need to care about with that, though. Where were we?
Daron Fong is shitting bad.
Yeah, so I think we were talking about how... Yeah, because in Daron Fong, when you actually go into the objectives, the areas are so small. You don't have a lot of space to work in. It's just multiplayer maps that have been, like... I will say...
I mean, it isn't even one of those... So it isn't one of them. It is one map. It is Shinonuma. It is that area from the campaign. And there's one other spot. Right?
Yeah, I will say... some of the areas, all of the areas in this do have a bit more theming to zombies than the stuff in Outbreak, so I guess in that sense, the smaller areas leads it to feel a little bit more focused in my opinion, which I guess is kind of a thing. But also, the areas are so small you don't have a lot to work with, there's not a lot of room to do anything. It's all very limited. There's no side objectives or anything, you've just got your main quest, or your main, like, objective. Yeah. We'll talk about the quest in a bit, because boy is that a doozy.
Is a doozy. That's what Fedora Boy says.
Don't call me that.
Doozy.
Don't call me that.
A doozy.
Yeah, so there's nothing really to do, and then you get back to the main area, and then it's just like you got to the beacon after you did your objective in Outbreak. That's just what the spawn area is.
Yeah.
You get zombies that spawn there, but there's no real point in killing them. You don't get anything for it other than
because you get no points.
It's similar to Outbreak in that you don't get points for killing.
It's
really
fuck all for points.
You get the bulk of your points come from objectives.
Yeah.
Unless you want to spend 2 hours playing the harvest mode first and farming 100k points in round 1, which is a thing that you can do.
You can do it.
Which I guess is kind of cool, because if you want to just like have an easy time with the game, have like an easy start, you can do that, which I guess gives a bit of strategy, but
man,
also
it's just nothing.
It's just kind of boring to do.
Just my thoughts are just it's nothing.
The biggest problem is the lack of content.
There's-
I think if this game mode had even 5 objectives instead of the 3 that we get, it would be significantly more.
5
interesting to play.
objectives, 5 areas.
I think there are 5 areas.
No, they're not.
I mean, I think there are.
There.
You've got hotel, you've got windmill, you've got Shino, you've got the areas in the spawn area, and there's like
Nope. That's it.
yeah, but then the areas in the spawn are like.
But you already have those. Those don't count.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I know. It's just
close. It's close enough.
there's just nothing, dude.
There is just a significant lack of content.
There's no what's very specific, right? Which I think is done well in Cold War is, and that could have been implemented very, very well into Vanguard, is the perk tier system, right? And how everything, like, you gain new abilities with perks, right? Which can really help your prioritization of certain perks, right?
Yeah.
Like, it would be a lot more relevant to get Jug if at the last level of Jug, a killing shot wouldn't kill you. Instead, it took off all your armor and you went with 1 health, right?
Yeah.
That's Jug, right?
I don't think it strips your armor. I think just
No, you want to 1 health, strips your armor. I am almost 100% on that.
well.
Either way, if that was a thing in Vanguard, it would work, but it's not, and just all of the perks are just the last one, but a little bit better this time. Which
Yeah, that's something that we haven't really talked about too much, is the perks in this game, but I really don't like how they did the perks.
it's just so nothing.
Like,
It is, here's the base idea, here's it but a little bit better, here's it but a little bit better, here's it but a little bit better.
I think that the idea of upgrading the perks in game is a good one.
Agreed.
I like that the perks start off for free and they're very weak versions of themselves.
Agreed.
I think that's
I'm with
cool.
you.
I think that when you find the perks, especially if you can like prioritize objectives in a certain part of the map, if you know that you're going to get the perk from that, that's like a small little bit of strategy that you can do.
Yeah.
A little bit of RNG if you happen to get like an arena that has like stamina up in it 1st, or sorry, Aether Rush? Ethereal Sprint?
Ethereal haste.
Ethereal Haste. Fucking
Is that even
God.
stamina?
Yeah, Ethereal Haste is stamina.
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Yeah, but I like that aspect of it. But then the upgrades, it's just each upgrade of Jug, you get 25 health.
Like, and this is part of it that I think I will put on Treyarch. Because how hard is it to sit down for a day and think about it?
I mean, also, we already had the perk tiers pretty much.
If they could have hired us and we could have done it.
That's true.
How hard is it for them to go, here's like $1,000, both of you. Think about it. I'd be like, shit, really? Okay, let's figure some shit out. And then we'd come back to them in a week and go, we got this shit for you. We think this is balanced. We think this provides strategy and can change up the core gameplay. But it doesn't do that in Vanguard. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it would have been really easy. Because when you go to buy a perk, it says what it does when you're about to buy it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can just, for each tier, instead of that, it can just, like, show in the text what the upgrade is going to do. Make it pretty brief. Like with what's a good one? Like Stamina Up. Mm-hmm. You go to buy Stamina Up, first tier increases your speed. Mm-hmm. And then the second tier upgrade, what does the Stamina Up upgrades even do? Second tier upgrade, it like
increases sprint duration.
Increases sprint duration. I think you have infinite sprint with it in Vanguard, right?
I don't know. I have it. I played zombies little.
It could give you like infinite super sprint or something, because I don't think you get infinite super sprint.
That's really busted.
I mean, yeah.
So maybe that's a tier 3.
That could be like the tier 3 or 4, and then the next tier up from that is like no fall damage, and then just
especially because for whatever reason the fall damage is fucking wild.
The fall damage is like cranked up a lot, and it's kind of annoying.
It's really annoying.
I don't think there's a situation where you can die from it, but
yes, but like you fall and then all of a sudden you have 108 health rather than 150, and then all of a sudden you're getting your ass beat, and then it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then with Speed Cola, you could have it so that it's like lets you sprint while reloading for an upgrade.
Or better idea, you can just do it anyways. You could just have it anyways.
Yeah, for
or
some reason-
that's the first level of stamina.
That
It's free.
yeah.
Look at us. This is
Yeah,
on
something
this is
like
on
that.
the fly.
I don't like stamina being tied to weapon reloading. I think that should be a Speed Cola thing. Let you sprint while reloading.
Either way, you know what we do? We talk this out in like a day, then we tell our Treyarch, and they're like, cool, thumbs up. And then they, oh my god, how hard would it have been? Like that I will blame on Treyarch. That is their fault.
Yeah, so that is one thing that I think is downgraded from Cold War.
Heavy downgrade.
I do think that some of the stuff is actually like kind of an upgrade. I think there are some genuinely cool systems and some cool like base concepts. The fundamentals of Vanguard Zombies are really solid.
What is it? Covenant? Is
The
it Covenant?
Covenants, yeah.
Covenant or that's the heart.
Yeah.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, so
I really enjoy that.
after every single round, you get a single heart, which is a currency that you can use at the Covenant thing. And then at the Covenant station, there are different upgrades that you can buy. I think there's like... How many total?
There's already 3 or I don't know how many there are overall.
Yeah, but you have
Probably
an option.
like
You have
5.
a selection of 3 different that show up there, and then you can spend 1 heart, and it'll give you just a random ability, and that ability can be like refilling ammo in your magazine.
Does it give you? Is there a random one?
Well, I think it does just give you like random ones, and then it'll rotate through.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you meant that you could like press it and it would give you a random one.
No, so you get an
I was
option of
like-
3. You get an option of 3, and then you can choose to purchase whatever you want out of those 3.
Yeah.
After you buy the first 3, it'll randomly rotate and cycle through them. And
Yeah.
then it's cool because it adds an element of RNG to the early game, but then by the time you get to late game, you're going to have cycled through enough of them that you can get what you want. And there's some pretty cool upgrades. There's one that lets you like have a very high chance of not using equipment when you throw it, which is helpful. There's one that lets you like you can get ammo back for getting critical kills in your magazine.
Which I didn't really like. I was like, oh, I'll use it, but it isn't that big of a deal because I was running the STG. But I didn't even think about it until you brought it up, and then I watched Noah playing a little bit, him using the combat shotgun. And then if you just hit every other headshot, you don't have to reload.
Yeah, and now here's another thing. There's a new meta that's not that with the combat shotgun.
Okay.
So you know Ammo Gremlin, right? Ammo Gremlin, that's the one that refills ammo in your magazine for stowed guns. When you have the legendary version of that, it just refills ammo while you're holding the gun.
That's busted.
And it, like, just from watching people play, it refills it real fast. Like, it just takes ammo from your stock, and then it just, like, very quickly refills your weapon.
You got some stock option up in there.
Yeah, so you don't even have to, like, worry about hitting headshots or anything. You just, like...
Get them both.
I mean, you could get them both, but at that point, there's not even a point. You can just get another one, like, the one that lets you deal more damage when you're standing still.
Which
or the
is
one
really
that lets
good.
you deal more damage to the more you shoot a single enemy.
Which is really good. These are all really good things that would be great in Cold War. It'd be great in BO3. But they're not there. They're in Fong.
Yeah.
They're in Vanguard. Which sucks.
It's a super cool system, though. It's really nice.
And I would love to see it come back in 2 years.
Or can we just get a fucking round-based map that utilizes it, please?
I thought you were going to go, or better yet, Treyarch make zombies again next year for Modern Warfare.
If we get Modern Warfare 2 zombies, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Dude,
I will be genuinely, like, upset.
I will be upset, yeah.
Like, with
I'm upset now.
I mean, with Vanguard zombies, even, like, it's not good, but
Why I'm mainly upset, right, there's zombies right now, isn't because, oh my god, I want more time where there's no zombies. I want there to be more of a time in between, which I do want, but I don't really care all too much. My issue is that it's made by Treyarch. And that issue is there because there has been a 3-year rotation once. That Treyarch in that rotation produced Black Ops 3, which is the most encompassing, and the overall best zombie experience that we've ever had.
I don't know if that's the right use of encompassing.
No, you can just fuck around. You can do high round shit. You can do speed running shit. You have mod tools. You have all this shit.
The most versatile zombies.
That's what encompassing. It encompasses all game styles.
No.
Yes. So they made BO3, which is incredible. And then they had 1 year and they made Vanguard Zombies, which is nothing. They had, like, in the same, not always in the same situation because, like, you know, time to make the maps and shit. But them in the same, like, spot made Darren Fong the worst thing I've seen from zombies. Personally, great things, but Darren Fong is nothing. There's just nothing there. There's that, and there's Shadows of Evil, which is the best thing I've ever seen. And they were both the on-disc map. One is the worst, because they had 1 year. One is the best, because they had 3. And they just didn't, why didn't they let them do it? Just give them a year off, dude.
Yeah, give them time to really, like, what would have been cool is if we didn't get this, and then some of these ideas that they had, some of the good stuff, could have been, like, taken and put into a different, better zombies game.
Yeah.
Could have been, like, more focused. Some of the stuff that doesn't work, like the perk system, could have been refined a little bit more again. Because also, something that I think is kind of, I don't know, divisive about it. I think with Cold War, one of the innovations that I liked was sort of the, like, external grind, the, like, outside of zombies progression, like, outside of the game. That was something that I enjoyed, being able to get, like, the crystals and stuff, and being able to, like, upgrade your perks and your weapon tiers and stuff. That's just completely gone from this. There's no upgrading your field upgrades or anything, which I think some people are probably going to be happy about. I think there are people, like Jack, I know doesn't as much enjoy that. Like,
I don't hate that idea, I just don't think it's right for zombies.
Yeah, which I think is fair, and I think this isn't something that everyone's going to agree on. I really liked having that progression, though. I like that being there, and it's just completely gone from this game.
And what I'll say is that I think I brought it up on the last one, or whatever, when we talked about Vanguard stuff. But while I don't like that, I personally don't think it fits in zombies. Other people disagree. So every person who played Cold War and went, you know what? I really like zombies. I've come into Vanguard, and on top of it being a shit experience, like, the things that they could have been roped in by are gone. Like, if you're gonna go for an audience that isn't me, that's fine. I don't need to be the audience. But I like to be the audience? Yes, absolutely. I like to enjoy things personally. Big fan.
You know, I agree.
But if it's turning away from me, it's turning away from me. Whatever. But then they half-assed it both ways. And it pleased no one.
Yeah.
In their attempts, with no time, no money, tried to, rather than picking a group and being like, we're gonna make this for you, they went, we're gonna try to please everyone, and failed for everybody. And that's what happened.
Yeah, like, who is Vanguard Zombies made for?
Who is it made for?
It's not made for me. It's made for none of the people who enjoy the classic, like, round-based.
It isn't made for them. It isn't made for people who enjoyed Cold War.
It's not made for people who enjoyed Outbreak as much, because Outbreak had a lot of things going for it that this does not. The only similarity that this has to Outbreak is, like, the objective progression. But Outbreak is so much more than that. It's like the open world. It's like all the stuff I mentioned before that it has, the side quests in the open world. That's a big part of Outbreak, and I think that's, like, as far as I was able to gather, and from my own experience playing it, that's what sets it apart and makes it an enjoyable game.
Yeah.
Not the fact that you're doing objectives in zombies. I think that, I guess, is part of it. I think that's an aspect of it. But I think the main enjoyment of it comes from all the side stuff that you can do, just the exploration, the looting aspect.
Yeah, I like that you don't have to rush to just go and get the shit done. We can go, okay,
It gives you options.
We're gonna spend 10 minutes, we're gonna loot around as much as we can, we're gonna do this dragon side quest, we're gonna do this dude's dead revenge quest, get some perks, roll up, and be fairly strong going into the second round.
Dude, on round 1 in Outbreak, you can get fully set up if you want to, pretty easily.
And it isn't like bullshit.
It's not like Harvest.
It isn't sitting in Harvest.
On Vanguard. Yeah, essentially, like Vanguard, all you can do is go and do the objective.
Vanguard is made for people who remembered Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops. That's what Vanguard is made for. Or Vanguard Zombies. People who went, this reminds me of that, which is a half-ass side game mode because they wanted to make the multiplayer good, but went, Treyarch's doing some stuff with side modes.
Isn't MW2 Spec Ops the one that people like, though?
I don't know.
I remember MW2 Spec Ops being like a popular thing. I know there was like the one video that I watched of some dude going through like all of the hardcore MW2 Spec Ops missions, which was cool.
I don't know. See, the thing is, I enjoy those as well. But that is a true side mode.
Vanguard Zombies is a true side mode.
Yes, which at this point is not what Zombies is. Which, in fairness, at no point is what Zombies was.
I mean, I think it was a side mode up until like maybe late BO2 or like mid to late BO2 into like BO3.
I think that I disagree. Because I think that it was a side mode on Noct, Verrückt, and Shinonuma. And then on Derice, it became a thing.
I think even on Derice though is still like a side mode thing. I think most of the BO1 maps are still like side content to the rest of the game.
I mean, sure, but it felt like it always was like its own thing.
What I can tell you for sure is that there's a very clear distinction from like once you get to like Mob of the Dead and then Origins and then into Black Ops 3.
Yeah, and it's just it is a true side mode. You are meant to play it for 20 minutes and then go, I can get some camos from that. That's pretty cool. Let's play though.
Hey, remember how in Vanguard you can get the mastery camo by clicking the equip camo button on nothing like 3 times and then it just works? Have you seen that bug?
Yeah, Oliver's been doing it a little bit.
You can just use the mastery camos. You can get like atomic or whatever on your guns just by clicking the equip nothing button like 3 times. And you have to be using a mouse, I think. It's weird. That's funny though.
I'm just so disappointed. I expected nothing and I'm still disappointed.
I mean, personally, my expectations were so low that when I played and the core systems were actually like pretty solid, I was pleasantly surprised by it. The game feels super smooth. The game feels good to play.
I agree. I'm with that.
Which I wasn't fully expecting. I didn't really know what I was expecting. I just had low hopes.
I expected not to enjoy it, and I didn't.
For what it is, for it being like a play for however long side mode where you just run it and then quit, I had a fun time with it. I didn't have $60 worth of fun, but
bro, other cat appearance.
Oh my god, both in the same podcast.
She's much more scared, so she's gonna stay down here.
Yeah, she's out of frame, out of mind.
It's just, dude.
I guess there is one more change in Vanguard that we didn't actually talk about, which is the sort of refining of the Pack-a-Punch and weapon tier system, where with the tiers, instead of being able to upgrade your weapon tiers, now it's just you Pack-a-Punch and that's what upgrades the tier. which, I mean, whatever.
What? Why?
They kept the green salvage, but they got rid of the high grade, the blue salvage, which is like
It's,
they're streamlining stuff that I think didn't really have an issue. I was fine with there being multiple types of salvage. I was fine with the weapon tier system. I think those were good things in Cold War.
the issue is that you use the green salvage purely for getting armor.
I mean, to be fair, there is the crafting table, which you can buy a lot of stuff
Hold
from.
on, I have a second point.
No.
And you would go, and then pieces of shit would go, but there's actually a full crafting table. You can buy
Okay,
a bunch of things on it. But here's the problem with that. If, like, when you're at the point where you've bought, where like, because your armor is obviously more important, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna get the armor.
Where you have your armor maxed out. Once you've got that, you also have the legendary equipment thing. And no longer need the crafting table.
That's probably true.
There's two things that like do the same thing.
I mean, you can buy self revives from it. That's helpful.
Hey, bitch.
Yeah, what's up, fucko?
You just, dude. Oh my god. I'm just like.
Yeah. So what do you think of the Pack-a-Punch?
Why? I just.
Yeah, like they got rid of the armor dude. They just put everything into the crafting bench.
It's more expensive for some reason. Why did they do that? No one knows.
What's more expensive? Just the
Pack-a-Punch.
Yeah, the first tier of Pack-a-Punch is 7,500 now, and the other two are the same.
Why? No fucking idea, dude.
Yeah, I find it funny how most of the perk symbols are like pretty much the same as what they used to be. They're like very similar. And it's like I still am confused as to why they even changed the perks at all, because this is still Treyarch Zombies. We are in Treyarch Zombies here. This is their stuff. Their Pack-a-Punch machine is being used. Their crafting table is being used. It's like their stuff, but then they still change stuff. And after playing the game, it's even more confusing to me, because the game feels like an extension of Cold War. In some ways, it feels like a de-stension, a down-stension.
Like, I don't like trying, or I don't like feeling entitled to something. You know? I feel like an asshole when I do that. With that being said, the only, like, my final thought, or what it is right now, things change, more content gets added, who knows? You know?
Yeah.
But right now, in its current state, my only thought on Vanguard Zombie is like, I'm like offended by it.
It shouldn't exist.
I am offended that they put that out and said it's zombies.
I mean, I'm not
Treyarch
I'm not mad at Treyarch at all.
I'm not mad at Treyarch at all.
Of course, can't be mad at Treyarch.
Because
this isn't their fault.
Because I mean, as the best developer, they get the benefit of the doubt. That wasn't their fault.
Yeah, listen, some of the confusing changes and stuff that they made, like
The perks.
the perks and
The
some
perks
of the,
I
some
blame
of the stuff.
Treyarch for, but the perks being weird doesn't kill the game.
Yeah, like if it was good zombies, I would just be like, the perks are a little bit worse than Cold War.
Perks are a little bit weird, but like whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's not a big deal. I gotta fucking take this thing off. Oh my god, it's so itchy. What the fuck?
But just like the final thought is that I am offended they put that there and said it's Treyarch Zombies. They're treating, or Activision is treating everyone like children. Like even
to be fair,
but they're treating everyone like children who don't like. It's like when they stop, like when like Steven Hillenburg left SpongeBob, like when they kept making it, And they were like, it's SpongeBob, and everyone was like, yeah, but it's not good. And they're like, but it's SpongeBob now.
Yeah, that is kind of what this is. It's like, it's Treyarch Zombies. Okay, but like,
But
it's not.
But
I mean, it's not good though. It's not interesting. It's so far from what people want from. It's zombies.
It's
though.
zombies though. Come on.
Treyarch made it. Look at that. You know Treyarch. They made Cold War.
Back
Cold
a
War is really
bunch.
popular,
Back a bunch.
but not the same perks. But the same crafting.
The
table.
mystery box. You see it with the question mark on it
Oh
in the
yeah, the
in the
mystery
box.
came back. That's a thing. The mystery box works the same as it used to, kind of.
It's just why.
Vanguard is very much a game that you play and you just go, why?
Vanguard zombies.
Vanguard as a whole, in my opinion.
I've heard the campaign's pretty good.
I've heard good things about the campaign, but then the whole game is like confusing to me in a sense, because like, why are we in World War II? Why is this the direction that you took after we just had a past game with Cold War, and the whole point was to have like this advanced attachment system, and you put that into a setting that it really doesn't make any sense in. And then the goal is a Warzone integration, so now they've got to try and do some like weird story justification shit to go even further back in the past, which they already did with Cold War. Like, I really thought, this is something that I've heard people bring up, is like, it would make sense if we had a thing where it was like, Treyarch does past games, we go back in time with them, we go to like the Cold War.
Good. I like that.
And then with Infinity Ward, we get the modern games. We've got Modern Warfare 2, present day type shit. And then with Sledgehammer, we go future. They did the first. They were Advanced Warfare. They had the first future game. It would make sense if that was kind of their market, their area. But no, we just went back in the past. And now you get the cursed abominations of guns that you can craft in this game.
But then they're also, in a month's time, gonna be in with the same weapons from Modern Warfare.
They're gonna be next to the Modern Warfare and the Cold War guns.
We will be popping MP40s and kilos. And
it seems weird. I would have preferred a future game than this.
I agree. I'm fully with you.
I also this is maybe like a personal thing. I don't know if you agree with this. Graphically, I think Vanguard looks pretty good. Art direction wise, it's kind of ugly in my opinion. I think it's kind of an ugly game.
Well, I think that's World War II.
I mean,
ugly.
I do.
It's nasty.
I mean, I guess so, but I feel like it's not like a gritty.
It doesn't look grimy.
It doesn't look grimy. It just looks ugly.
I'll-
Like World at War, I think looks grimy. That's like a gross game.
I want to play the campaign first.
Yeah, that is
I'll
true.
play the campaign and give you my thoughts because that's where you like express like the pain of war
Yeah, that is true.
rather than just like multiplayer map. Boom. Ooh.
I think the game the color palette of the game is not appealing to me. It just doesn't look good.
But nah, bro. I want Black Ops 2050.
Yeah, dude.
And then give me like AI Woods. That'd be sick. I'm down. Dude, straight up.
Some crazy shit. Yeah.
Iron Man in Woods. Vision in Woods, you know? Get like Jarvis. Make Jarvis a dude. Make him Woods. That'd be sick. I just want...
Dude, where's fucking Advanced Warfare 2? I want the follow-up to Exo Zombies.
I don't.
Dude, I feel like a second go at Exo Zombies could genuinely make a really good game.
Yeah, I just don't. They should... Okay. You know, I take back what I said. I think if they kept that going. Because the way that every Zombies has been done so far has been... Since the collapse of the Ether story, they've made Zombies gone, ugh, no more of that story every time. and the only thing that I have found that's similar from Cold War and Vanguard is The dark ether. Ooh. Pack a lunch. The mystery box.
That is,
And
that
then,
is true.
and then other than that, it's a whole new thing.
I lost what you were saying for a second, but I get you. It doesn't feel like the connection is there. It's like you have the same field upgrades, but then those have like a different justification for existing,
which is weird. Like
it feels like just a separate thing. It goes for a completely different direction of like the occult, and it's like it's a cool idea, but then they try and like
it would be so easy to time travel it in. How hard is it to go? And then in the dark ether, you travel through time back to where the zombies began in World War II.
It really feels like they had an idea for the zombies. They had like a direction, they had their stuff going, and then they were like, hey, Cold War's doing really well. Dark ether, let's make this the same universe. And it's like a square peg in a round hole.
Did I say it's you or on the podcast? Or it's just you or on the podcast about my chaos theory?
After playing it, I really don't think it has anything to do with chaos. That was something you didn't mention on the podcast.
Okay, so here's my theory that I think I stand with. I think that their ideas for like the occult shit ideas is leftover plans they had from chaos. I think that they had shit set, realized that no one fucking cared, and they fucked up with chaos. Not that it was bad, but that it was at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Right thing, wrong time. They had waited, it's hype, but no one cared. Richtofen just died. They killed Richtofen and then went, see you in 6 months.
Yep.
Why? But my theory is that they switched to occult shit because they did not have shit set in stone, but they had leftover plans from chaos. So they threw that shit in and went, hey guys, occult now. That's my theory.
Yeah, I guess there could be some truth to that. That's one of those things that we're just kind of not gonna know.
We're never gonna know.
Behind the scenes shit.
I want to be in the company so bad, just so I can know.
Just so you can understand what went wrong.
I would work my ass off to get to the point where I'm in a meeting where they go, okay, we need to make a game. How do we do it? I'd work my fucking ass off to get there. That'd be so hype.
Yeah.
But no, I can't design video games.
I don't know, man. I've played enough video games. I think I understand how to design.
Guys,
now.
I've been playing zombies for a while.
I think I get how balance works.
You should hire me.
I think I get how balance works personally. I think I would make a good game designer. I think I should be hired. I think I should be a part of the Miners Haven team.
They tried to do that, right?
What?
Didn't they try to do that?
No.
Yeah, it's just
Just back to sadness after thinking about Vanguard.
I hate feeling entitled to something, but if they put something in front of me and say this is what it is, I expect it to be that thing. Now, in fairness, I did not expect Vanguard to be a big thing, or to be a good thing, because we knew what we were getting into. But they put it in front of us saying that it was the normal thing, and it's not. It's the reason that it's Outbreak is because they did not have the time to balance a zombies map.
I don't see why they couldn't just give us like survival style maps on like all of the different sections. That doesn't seem like it would be all that difficult to me.
How hard would it have been?
It really doesn't seem like, especially they have this whole area for Shinonuma. They spent the time like developing that, like building Shinonuma, rebuilding it from the ground up for this game. Why not utilize that, make it a map? Why not fill out all of the areas and just make it like a full map? Give us fucking Shinonuma in the game, and then give us like the multiplayer maps as like survival maps. Like, do that on top of the Outbreak bullshit thing that you've got going, so that for the people who don't like that, they can just run survival mode and run round based.
Like, it isn't.
Like, that doesn't seem like it would be difficult to me.
I mean, here's the thing. We must be wrong.
I mean, yeah, they didn't do it.
Because, like, I'm sure.
I mean, I can't imagine how that would be that difficult, though, when you've already got, especially when you're Treyarch, and you've got all of the stuff from Cold War, you know what the fuck you're doing. I don't see how it would be that crazy to just take all of the maps that you have and then make them survival maps. I should also say, not at all a developer. Maybe it's like much more of a task.
Yeah,
I'm sure it is. Either that or it's like Activision meddling or some weird bullshit.
Yeah. Since it's Activision's fault, and I have a... So at this point, no one's here. We're just talking into a camera.
I mean, yeah, we were doing that at 2 minutes.
I'm gonna tell you something that I remember right now because I think it's funny.
Okay.
No, it's funny. It's interesting. Did you know that Toy Story 2 almost died?
How?
At one point, the people who were making it accidentally deleted the entire movie. The animators they actually deleted the whole thing.
How did that? How?
I don't know. But they actually deleted the entire movie.
That's funny.
But someone was sick and was working from home and had the whole movie downloaded on their computer.
Oh my god.
And they rolled up and saved the day.
Oh my god.
Straight up, that I think that's true.
Oh yeah, I'd totally buy that. Fine.
I saw some video where someone said it, and people in the comments like, is this real? And then people replying going, yeah. Like, I assume it was real.
That makes sense. I'm glad this is something that you've brought up on the podcast.
Yeah. And if you're here, now you know, and you tell this to your mom.
Leave a comment about this.
If you're here, leave a comment. We're not gonna get any comments about it. We're not.
We won't. We'd be lucky if we got any comments.
Oh, dude, it's so bad.
You wanna talk about the multiplayer for a little bit?
Sure, but like I'm down now.
You're what?
I'm down now.
What do you mean?
I'm like, my energy's down.
He's out.
I'm sad.
He's gone. He thought about Vanguard for too long.
The multiplayer is good. I don't know what you're talking about. It's fun. Dude, playing Das Haus has been hype.
I tried to play Das Haus today, and I got mad after the first game.
Bro, just rolling up and dropping hundos in that bitch.
Yeah, no.
I was dropping hundos earlier, bro. I'm also kind of good. I'm like top ragging consistently. Not like consistently, but with like...
But like you're top fragging a decent bit.
Like, we're talking 50-50 consistency here. Every other game I'm at the top of the leaderboard.
I will say also, I don't think my opinion holds too much weight on this because, you know, everybody seems to like Vanguard, thinks it's good. I don't really like Vanguard. I also, to be fair, I didn't really enjoy Cold War multiplayer at all. But from what I did play, I enjoyed the Modern Warfare multiplayer quite a bit. And a lot of people really fucking hate that multiplayer. It's considered like one of the worst modern multiplayers, I think. Or I think it's one of the more divisive ones.
Yeah, from where it's divisive.
That I thought was a fun multiplayer though. I had way more fun playing Shipment than I did Das Haus.
Yeah, I did not. The only information that I have is I watched a Jev video where Jev went, "This is way better than Modern Warfare."
Yeah.
What is the cat eating?
I don't know. Probably
is it
nothing.
Shit?
I doubt
Hopefully
it.
not.
She's fine. Yeah, I will say the multiplayer did make a very good innovation with the pacing options. That's big. That's really cool. That's a genuinely nice feature that the game has.
See, the thing is, I'm not a multiplayer guy. I don't know why it's good. I just enjoy it. I play it, shoot people.
What do you mean you don't know why the pacing options are good?
No. Just like the multiplayer itself.
Oh.
I play it. I enjoy it. I don't know why I enjoy it. I just do, and it's fun. And I go boom, 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 and I want to get the atomic camo.
Yeah, I think I'm just bad. I think that's part of the reason I don't enjoy it.
I'm pretty good. I am good at a couple of the multiplayers. Like very randomly. I'm good at MW3. I'm good at BO3. And I'm good at Vanguard. I don't know why I'm good at those games. But I'm pretty good.
Crazy stuff.
We're
What riveting.
at about 50 minutes in.
50?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I think we've gone through just about all that needs to be talked about with Vanguard.
Me with Vanguard. Actually,
Good one. So does Jambo. Look at it. Look at those.
this stupid ass bitch.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Okay. Final thoughts on Vanguard. It's just not enough. That's not enough, man.
Jesse. Jesse. Why the fuck is Vanguard so bad? Jesse. Jesse. What did you do with the Vanguard? Jesse. Jesse.